So the closest thing I had to a social interaction today just happened. So I was out riding my bike. It's like, I don't know, 11:30, but it's hot out, so I do it at nighttime. Uh, so anyway, I'm driving the bike down this road, all right, and I get under a street light, and I happen to notice on the road that there's a moth, all right? Like, and he's just kind of spazzing out, flipping the fuck around on the street. And I feel kind of bad for it because, it's completely white, which I don't know if it's the same with moths, but with stuff like cicadas, when they're completely white, it means they just molted, and so they can't really do a lot like flying. So I kind of feel bad, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to just leave them right there in the road, get flattened. So I try to move them off the road. We really gotta get these moths off the streets, clean up the streets and all that. So anyway, I try to pick it up, and this okay, this freaking spastic weirdo of a moth won't get onto my fucking hand, all right? And I don't want to just like do one of these because I don't want to like smash the thing. I don't want to like attack on Titan, freaking pick the thing up and you know, whatever I'm trying to say here. So anyway, eventually what I do is I find this piece of plastic thing on the side of the road, and so I put it underneath the thing, or I kind of like put it next to it, and then flip him on there, cause he's still flipping around like he's piss ass drunk or something like that. And then eventually I get him and move him off to the side into the grass. And after this, all right, after this, I noticed that there happens to be a dragonfly on the road behind me, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna be here fucking all night long, but whatever. So I decide that I'm gonna go over there and try to move the dragonfly, but it's not flipping around or spazzing out or anything. So I'm like, well, it's possibly dead. So I poke it a little bit and um, just kind of poke at it a little. It's not moving. And so I'm like, all right, this thing's dead. So I get on my bike and I'm about to leave, and then I notice it's moved. And I'm like, well, it could have been the wind. So I poke it again a little bit. It's probably dead. So this time I'm like, well, just in case, I'll move it off the side of the road. All right. You know, I don't want to, you know, I want to befriend the insectoid world for when the uprising inevitably happens. All right. You know, channeling my Dale Gribble here for a second there. But anyway, so uh, unlike Dale Gribble, I decided to pick this up, move it off the road. Don't want to risk this insect getting flattened or anything. So anyway, I start to try to pick this thing up. Turns out it was not dead. uh he comes flying, like he comes zipping out. He pulls out a freaking he pulls out a switchblade on me. All right, he's going crazy. He's coming at me. I fake a left. I freaking give him an uppercut. No, that didn't happen. All right, he just kind of spazzed out and landed somewhere else in the road. um and at that point I'm like, well, I'm probably not moving this a fat oaf off the road. All right, he's nice and big. He's gonna fly around when I try to move him. All right, fucking fat thing. Okay, maybe I shouldn't call him fat. Don't want to fucking fat shame a dragonfly. God, Anyway, so I decided to leave him there, and lo and behold, as soon as I'm about to get on my bike and move, a moth comes flying out of the fucking grass and lands back onto the road. Alright? I don't know if it was the same one. I didn't care. I'm out of there. Alright? And as I'm leaving, I noticed like four other insects that are climbing out of the road at this point. Like they're fucking launching an invasion here. So the uprising started. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. I'm out of there though. All right. If I stayed around there, I'd still be out there picking these drunk losers off the street and putting them back into the grass. So, uh, yeah, that was thrilling. That was how my night went. All right. Some people, they get out, they go into the city, they go clubbing with their friends. All right. Me, I'm doing the real work. I'm picking insects up off the street. So yeah, you know the drill. Subscribe or don't. I don't care. You get one of these.